Oh, hi there. Welcome to Shogi in the West, an English language podcast for active shogi players and shogi learners around the world. In this podcast, we focus on the topics and the people that matter to those of us outside Japan trying to find our way in this game. And this week's guest is Trung. Trung has been a big part of the shogi scene in Vietnam since the Vietnam Shogi Club's conception in 2021. Trung served as its permanent vice president responsible for developing activity ideas like title matches, managing marketing and designs, and also handling social media and foreign affairs. This past June, Trung was elected as the club's third president, yet also finds the time to be an active member of the Shogi Harbor Discord. Welcome to the podcast, and have you played any shogi today?
Well, first of all, let me say hello to all the audiences of the podcast. And thank you for inviting me for having me today. Well, actually, it's kind of a shame I haven't played any. I've been a little bit busy with my custom project in university,
Mm.
I think I'm gonna have to focus on that first. Else I'll just make time for quick rated game on 81 Dojo. Uh, Actually, the capstone project is a little bit related to Shogi as well. I think I'm still spending time for it.
Awesome, awesome. Let me. Was that me? So what's your regular schedule like though for playing? Do you usually play like a lot, or is are you training more? Are you playing more? What's that like?
Mm, uh, say I there's like some period of time where I don't play at all, and
Mm,
some period of time where I play like a lot. It largely depends on my schedule with the university, but I mean I'm about to graduate in I think next April.
oh, congratulations.
Then I will have more time to play. But usually when I'm not too busy, I'm gonna a game a week, for example, sorry, like a game, maybe a game every day of the week. And we Vietnam Shogi Club has regular meetings on Wednesday afternoon and Sunday afternoons. so
Oh
uh,
wow.
there we'll meet a lot of people, and then I'll just play a lot in during these offline sessions. I don't know, maybe it can reach like 5 6 games a day in that case. Yeah.
Wow.
And
So
yeah.
Wednesday, your club meets Wednesday and Sundays?
Yes, every week, twice a week.
That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. I seem to remember on the Discord you mentioned that you've moved. There's a new location.
Yeah.
Is that what was that due to just a place shutting down, or did you need a bigger place, or
The thing with our club is see, we don't have like a fixed building just for us, like the Shogi Kaikan in
of
Japan.
course,
I mean, we're just like build a club from from just ourselves, and we're mostly college students actually. So we don't really have the financial resource or like the relationships just to get us a place. But what we can do here in Vietnam, I don't know about other places. In Vietnam, you can like contact a local cafe or like a board game place where you can like cooperate. You would go there regularly to play shogi. Of course, you have to buy drinks from the place,
of course.
and then they provide you with free venue for your activities. And then they also get like a byproduct of that is that they get free marketing as well, and like a regular amount of guests of customers, that is us. So usually they'll give us some sort of a discount. So
Mm.
we've been in a cafe called Dear November for like about 2 years now, until it had to close down last April, June. In June, it closed down in June this year, due to reasons. So we
Mm.
had to find a new place, and then this new place had a little bit of problems within itself. So we had to find yet another new place, and now we're staying there. It's a Chinese franchise bubble tea store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it has other drinks as well, and it's really spacious. So really enjoying it here. The store also allows us to put our, we have cabinets or like storages for the shogi boards and pieces and books and all the equipment we need to operate the club. Also, we can put some decorations there, some paper fans that we got from the pro players, and some shikishi as well. And we also get to put our own, like some sort of electronic equipments. Like we have a TV there for viewing matches or
Okay.
for
Wow.
presentations, etc. We have a speaker. We have like a sign, like a shogi kaikan sign. We can put inside the place as well. So
That's
it's really
incredible.
nice.
Before I continue down that path, I'm hearing some notifications, like that.
On me. Oh, I think that's on me. No, I need to shut it down. It can be like that sometimes, like with
I
Discord
am.
and
I'm not cool. Like I'm not cool enough or popular enough to have like that many notifications.
no, no, I mean, like, I'm just I happen to be in so like crowded communities, right?
Mm,
People like message all the time, and
yeah.
I don't even read them. For God's sake.
Oh, I just heard that. Is that?
Oh, again?
Uh huh.
Wait, didn't I turn off the sound for? Wait. Maybe I'll have to turn it off in Discord itself. Yeah, notifications. Wait.
Or like mute the tab. I think maybe sometimes
Yeah,
possible.
it's yeah. So just gonna turn off the notifications altogether. Disable all
And make sure to
notifications.
remember to do that after redo it.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
Um, I've seen photos. Like to me, that's incredible. We play at the clubs we play at. We have there are three clubs that I go to. Two of them are played in coffee shops or restaurants, but there's no. We have no space of our own. It's if we get a table, we get a table. It's if
Oh,
we don't, we're out of luck. The San
oh,
Francisco Shogi Club, we're in a Japanese cultural and community center, but there's no special. It's a room that does multiple purposes for lots of different organizations. So when
yeah.
I have seen, and I think this was a year or so ago, I saw one of your club's title matches
Oh,
was held. You had the boards on the ground, or you had just everything nicely set up, and I just thought like this is incredible that you have this kind of almost dedicated space, and then all the added value of having the the look of the place be something special. Is that important to you, or is that important to all the other people in the club? What drives sort of that attention to detail of making it like a special shogi place?
well, to be absolute honest, it is really like our dream to have our own place, right? I mean,
Mm,
it gets so much that much easier. You get to have like a very dedicated place where you can focus only on shogi. Now that you mentioned our title matches, like that's our little endeavor to carry the whole shogi culture to Vietnam because of the similarities in culture. We can do that much easier here, and people would accept that and like be more fascinated in it because of the similarities in culture between Vietnam and Japan. But with the title matches, actually, we don't usually play at our regular space.
Oh.
Yeah, we actually get some other places. Often we can get them for free through cooperations with other clubs or institutes. So last year we had the IST qualifiers. We held the national finals at the Embassy of Japan in Hanoi. They have like a cultural center and like a large room. So we just come in there. We set our own tatami mats and boards
Hmm.
and everything, equipments, computers, blah blah blah, in there. And then yeah, after and I mean the national finals lasted for only 3 days. We had to scram a lot of matches in there, so we had to move out after that 3 days. But we got our space for like it looks authentic. That's enough. And this year around, with the Meishu title match, which is like a Vietnamese equivalent of Meijin,
Mm.
we got ourselves a deal from the Japanese Cultural Club of the Diplomatic Academy. So that's like a university level institute for diplomacy, and they got a room that was sponsored by Japan, the Japanese government, like a Japanese style room.
Wow.
So they have everything ready, the tatami, the all the decorations in there. We just have to carry our boards and equipments there. We even borrowed like a classroom nearby, so we can have it as like a commentary room. So everything's there. It's nice to have such relations and
That's
yeah.
absolutely incredible. When I looking from the outside, I see maybe the tweets and the photos or maybe a Discord message where I can get a glimpse of what's going on there. But it feels so professional and with so many players. Can we step back and talk about the club itself? Like how many people? I guess first, why did it start? How did it start, and how has it grown in the few in these few years?
Okay, so we started in 2021, right? But before that, there are like, of course, there's gonna be some people before us playing shogi and trying to spread shogi in Vietnam, right? So I think shogi in Vietnam started in like 2005, 2006, something, when people started to seeing it from manga. In
Mm.
Vietnam, there are some popular ones like Detective Conan or I don't know, Naruto.
Hmm.
They also feature shogi, and then people start to find out about it and then write about it online. But I think during that period, like not many people really gathered together to play. They just like do everything on their own, and it's very separated. So I remember back in about like 2015 to 2017, like there's a club in Hanoi and a club in Ho Chi Minh City. They're like separate. They know about each other, but there was no intention to make something united, and they just gathered to play shogi, and then they don't really care about popularizing the game. And then they got grown up, they have jobs and
Yeah.
families, they left shogi. That's
Are,
it. That's
were they Japanese that
some
had moved?
Japanese, some Vietnamese, but the Japanese people, they kept playing. The Japanese people, of course, that's their game, right? But
Hmm.
the Japanese people are like really grown up people who like successful businessmen, and
Yeah.
like like they don't meet they only meet each other for like once a month or something. They built the Vietnam branch
Hmm.
of the Japan Shogi Association, but I don't think they've done enough to promote the game to actual Vietnamese people living in Vietnam.
Yeah,
And I mean that's fair. Like they just want a place for Japanese people overseas to play with each other, and I mean there's nothing inherently wrong with it.
sure.
Just,
That's, I
it
think, a lot
doesn't.
how it is over here as well.
Yeah, it doesn't really serve the purpose of popularizing the game, which they don't really care about it, by the way. So yeah. And about the two clubs I mentioned earlier, one in Hanoi and one in Ho Chi Minh City, they are both by Vietnamese players.
Mm,
But then, they got grown up, they grown out of it. It's just merely their hobby and all. So that period of times when like I graduated high school in 2020, and I met several people online who like shogi, and I mean shogi's entered Vietnam in many ways. Like manga is one of them. The other is like some people read about it online, like on Wikipedia. Some people like play chess, and then they find out about other games.
yes.
Yeah, and then
And
somehow
Xiangqi is huge in Vietnam, right?
yeah, Sanchi is huge. It like some people even mistook Sanchi to be our own thing when it's actually came from China, right? And then but actually I don't see it being very popular these days. It is only
Oh,
popular in like the elderly and like the middle-aged people. They like to play on the pavement, on the street, where
yes.
they can like play and yell at each other. I don't really like that culture, but like they're popular that way, but not with younger people. We have tournaments. We are like I think we're only second to China in terms of Shanxi worldwide.
Yeah.
But that's another problem. I don't really want to go in detail, but
Mm,
in general, like sports in Vietnam, we have a few issues with investments in sports in Vietnam, especially mind games like chess and Shanxi. We have the ability, we have the strong players.
yeah,
We have Lê Quang Liêm in chess. I think you heard of
of
him.
course.
uh, uh, well, some problems behind the scenes, and it's not the level of development that I want it to be. I think some people think the same. But let's just stop there.
Fascinating. Okay.
But
Yeah.
then right, like I was saying, like people made shogi clubs. They been there to play. They just like got several sets and like just play amongst themselves. They don't really care about popularizing the game. So in 2020, I was in another provinces. I was not in Hanoi back then. I met some other people in Hanoi online who also like shogi, came to shogi from several different ways, and then we gathered together and we built a club with the intention of we don't see shogi as merely a hobby. We want to make it something bigger. We want to like make it an endeavor where we can popularize this game somehow to people. And that's it. That's how it was born. It was born as Ryuo Shogi Club, but I was the one who like I didn't found the club. My two other friends did, but I joined the club almost like immediately after it was founded, and then I thought to myself like, what's the point of like a Ryuo Shogi Club if it's gonna be just the same as the ones before it?
Yeah.
Why not just make it Vietnam Shogi Club and then make it so that we gonna be the pioneers in spreading shogi in Vietnam? What about it? How about we make the Vietnam Shogi Club and then it's gonna become the Vietnam Shogi Association in the future? How about that? So I thought I thought of that idea. I made the logo. I told the guys, and they like it, and we just carry on from there. And of course, we made a lot of progress over the 4 years. It's been really big difference. And when I look back, I kind of feel surreal, a little bit surreal about everything that's happened. But I'm
Yeah.
proud of it.
It was
I'm proud of.
surprising to me when you said that it had started in 2021, because it seems to me so established. And in my memory, time is kind of a blur these days, but it seems like it's been there forever. As someone, just watching, I kind of watching what other people do out there, and kind of admiring what they do. It feels like it's so established. So how many people actually started in the club, and what do you have now?
Uh, Getting started, I think we only have like 5 or 6 people,
Okay.
and now we have about 70 members, that like outright members
Yeah.
with full membership throughout the country. So that 70 people, they registered, they paid the annual fee,
Oh, wow.
and some of them register as players so that they can go into tournaments, like official tournaments. Aside from the official members, we our Facebook page now has like over 5K followers, and our
Wow.
community has about like 800 members on Facebook, and about 250 people on Discord.
Wow. Huge numbers. Wow. Wow. How has this, what do you attribute that to?
I suppose we made a few bold moves in the past, I think. Here's the thing. I think several aspects of it are like this. I kind of won a national high school quiz contest in Vietnam.
Mm.
It was televised. I was kind of big, with several tens of thousand followers on
Oh, very
Facebook.
cool.
I kind of use my influence to promote the club as well. I think part of it, I contribute part of it. And the other part is that like I was behind the designs, right? I mean, you told me that you feel like the club was very established. It has a very long history. It's very professional. That's how I made it look like.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I kind of like design from high school, and I study major in design in university. I'm gonna do the capstone project in design related to shogi. I'm a designer myself, and I do most of the designs or the concepts on Facebook. So I learned a lot from esports, actually, from
Mm. Sure.
League of Legends esports, and
Sure.
from other sports as well. How they make the images, how they, I mean, the aesthetics, the way of communication. I learned a lot from them, and also from Japanese shogi as well. I mean, I think that's just what I made it look like. It looks so established. Well, I think we made great progresses, but I think we still have a long way to go. But I think the way that I'm doing it, I'm not really overselling our club, but it's just to build some trust, some authenticity in
Sure.
people, especially when we're just a club. We're not the association that I wanted yet. So I think I want that club to become the Soviet Association in like 10 or 20 years. I don't know,
Mm.
but that's the vision for it.
Yeah. Well, it's a great idea, and I do think it helps people. It helps people get excited about it. It helps people feel bonded to it. It feels like an important, real thing that they
Yeah,
can, sort of dedicate themselves to. So I love it. I think in the United States we don't have that so much with shogi. We have those things with chess, I think, more, and some other sports. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice. How many of those people are beginners then? So like getting people see this, they must see this the facade of the club, and
Yeah.
they want to be a part of it. How many do you have, and do you regularly get new beginners?
About that, we beginners, we often do like booths in cultural festivals.
Okay,
We attract guests to visit the club. So I'd say a lot of beginners, but I mean, most of them would stay for the club, would stay for more though. But
yeah,
we get I mean, the rate of beginners in our club, it's kind of like half of the regular members are beginners. I mean, most of them wouldn't have that time to invest in the game, especially when you're not playing professionally, because like you will get nothing, no money, no nothing out of the game. We try to build like a semi-professional tournament system.
yeah,
Some people got invested and play in it, but then I mean, after all, we just trying to make ends meet. We don't really have salary to pay the players. We
sure,
only have like very little prize money and like make them look good.
yeah,
So I mean, the people joining are still like just voluntarily joining. They having fun from it, and we don't really have like a professional system per se. So uh, I think most of them are beginners in some sort of way. Our strongest players are current two crown holders. A double crown holder. He is, I think he's somewhere around three dan or four dan amateur. He went to the IST.
yes.
He advanced to bracket A. He just dropped out the first round, but I think he'll come back stronger. But yeah, I think that's as far as we can get at this time. Mm.
Interesting. So you went with him to the event in Japan. It
Yes.
seems to me it seems to me like your group really supports each other. Like is that did you just go because you wanted to, or is it like when I saw that, it was just so surprising to me. It's like, wow, they really support each other. You're always posting about the events in the club, and I'm selfishly wishing you would do more in English. So, but
Oh yeah.
so you went. Did anyone else go? And did you go really for support?
So I'll just answer things one by one. So first, about the trip to Japan with Tech for IST. Uh, I decided to go along with him because of several reasons. The first and foremost, the most important reason is that I need to go there to be the one who takes the picture
Mm,
and then post it on social media,
yes,
because he won't be able to take it himself, and we can't really rely on Shogi Association's media.
that's the thinking of a very experienced person. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So I mean, most of us support each other, because me and all the other administrators, we always try to build that sound sense of unity
Hmm.
in the organization, and like especially in this kind of like international event, right? We have like a really strong spirit of patriotism. You can see that in a lot of Vietnamese stuff, and
Mm,
like we have this idea of like we are representing the Vietnam, the color of Vietnam. We bringing our own national flag
yeah,
there, like just like a sporting event, right? Like I mean, in a sense, the IST is like a world championship for
yeah.
amateur shogi. Although it's not functioning like one, it's the only. truly international tournament organized by the Japan Shogi Association that we have right now.
Yes.
So to us, it was like a world championship that we're going, and we're representing our nation, we're representing our club. So
Yeah.
that's the sense of like unity and supporting each other, as you said. So the reason I was the only one to go with him is that other people couldn't afford
Oh,
to be honest.
yeah. It's an expensive trip.
Yeah, it's really an expensive trip, and I had to pay it out of my pocket money because we, as of now, we don't really make money from the club yet. We are planning to open classes in the future, but
Mm.
only after we set up like the resources and everything. We are writing a textbook for beginner shogi, and we are gonna base off that and open classes. But most of us are still university students, and we don't have that much free time
Yeah.
for shogi and for the club itself. So we're just gonna have to wait. People are working, but rather slowly. Yeah.
It's the
So
real tough balance for university students. You don't have the time, but you have the passion and you have the energy. And
yeah,
as you get older, you get more time, but you don't have the passion or the energy as much. It's
yeah,
real.
much
It's
so.
tough.
Like do it
Um,
when the fire still is burning.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
what was
So,
your asking me? Like, what's the other thing beside the IST trip? Right. I
um, well, did you play while you were there at all? What was
I
what
did
was your
play.
experience there outside of just sort of being the
Uh,
face of?
yeah, I did play. I did play at the International Shogi Dojo.
Ah,
I got, yeah, because like so for those of you who don't know, the IST, right? We have the main tournament for the players, for the representatives, and then like on the we have 2 days, like 8th November and 9th November. So on the 8th is the main tournament, the preliminary rounds, and then the playoffs up until the quarterfinals. And then on the 9th, we have the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the final, and then the commemorative match with Fujisota.
mhm.
Uh, alongside that, on the 9th, the losers of the tournament and the people accompanying them will get to play in the International Shogi Dojo. So what it was is like a regular shogi dojo in Japan. You go in there, you get matched with an equally matched opponent, and then you just play like 30 minutes, 60 seconds Byoyomi, and you just
Oh
play.
wow.
Uh, like I mean, it's like you spend a whole morning playing. It's like when you go to a Japanese dojo, you would pay for like 4 hours or for the whole day of playing, and then you just play. You pay to play, and then to like get recognition, you get promoted to higher queues or higher dans as you play, as you win, and like based on your records, right? In this international shogi dojo, we will get a fan if we
Mm,
can get 3 wins. I
nice.
only got I only got two.
Oh.
Sadly.
Out
I
of how
only
many
got,
games? How many did you play?
I played like 5 6 games, and
Okay.
then I decided to leave there to watch the finals and the
Ah,
commemorative game with Fujisota. It was a shame I couldn't play more, but I enjoyed it a lot. And a special thing about IST 2024 is that we played the international shogi dojo in the international shogi dojo at the old shogi hall, at the old shogi kaikan.
oh,
So that was the final games before the building was demolished for other purposes, because they
wow.
moved to the new shogi kaikan now, right? Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Did you play any of the professionals in that big simultaneous
Yeah, I
exhibition?
did. I did. I got to play with all the top players, with Fuji and Habu and all those players. It was
Nice.
a big honor. I originally I didn't get to play because I was just accompanying them.
Hmm.
Because like there's 100 people, there's like 52 people who are representatives. There was like a set of number of people who are Japanese who registered for the event. So there was no slot left from me, but some IC players did not register to play in the Goro Goro Shogi. So I got to play because I mean I asked them
Yeah.
I asked them before, can I play? They was like there were no there's no more slot for you. But
Mm.
then when I was taking photos of the player, and I was like, oh, I need to get this angle, and then Ishikawa sensei was like, hey, there's a slot now, you can
Oh,
go play now.
oh,
So
perfect. Perfect.
yeah. Uh, so actually I played rather poorly because I didn't think straight, but
Mm.
somehow I tried to make an attack, and then the sensei who was getting to my place, he saw the effort and he kind of let me finish the attack
Okay.
to check it. So technically I won, but like I feel like really graced with that win. So like I was really grateful like for saving face and stuff. But like I mean no shame in losing to like
Sure.
even though a bunch of professionals moving around, no shame in losing at all. But like
Yeah.
man, I was like so like, oh, they're so nice, they gave me the win. Like I mean, yeah.
It's so funny. Was it a handicap game or was it an even
No,
strength game from the beginning?
it was even, but the catch is that each professional will only play one or two moves, and then they move along for the next professional to come in and play. Like only one only one or two moves each. The funny thing about Tech is that he kind of, because he was relatively high level, right? He played like an intense game, and then uh, it was Fujimoto Nagisa's turn. If you guys don't know, like he's now seventh dan. No, he's sixth dan. He born in like 2006, and our tech is born in 2004, right? So Fujimoto is a new professional. He's really aggressive, and like he's getting all these wins. He's like people are praising him like the next Fuji Sota and
Mm.
stuff, right? So
Tough.
it was Fujimoto's turn. And then you know what? Instead of skipping after one move, he saw Tech's retaliation, and he decided to stay there and play the rest of the game so that he can destroy Tech. uh, Very sad story, but like we can see a bit how they starting to respect the power of the amateurs, and like I mean bring means to play seriously in these games.
Yeah.
Like I have that sort of feeling. I don't know if it's true or not, but like we have that feeling.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that? Like the gap between the pros and the amateurs? Do you think that's going to continue to shrink, or where do you see that, especially as someone who's trying to build this all it sounds to me like you would love to have some sort of professional shogi facility or association in your
Yes.
country. Do you
Mhm.
see that growing? I've heard, if you've seen the Belarus Ginkamery Club, they have a newsletter, and this topic has been discussed, and it seems like they are of the opinion that amateurs can continue to grow.
So we first things first, we are really big fans of the pro showy scene, and
That
we
was actually
started.
going to be my question before I wanted, because it seems like you're a huge fan of these pros.
Yeah, we like as a whole, as the whole club, we are a big fan of the professional shogi scene,
Yeah.
and we study them a lot in terms of how they operate, in terms of their strategy, in terms of like I mean we literally copied their two titles, two prestigious titles to make them our own.
Mm-hmm.
mean, I think that's what makes us different from the West. Like we try to preserve as much as we can, while different ways have its different like effects. Like it's suitable for different environments. We respect the ways of the West, but I think that's what makes us so different. We want to uh, copy the Japanese, not 100%, but we
Sure.
want to retain that cultural aspect of shogi. When we transfer to Vietnam, we want to make the people respect that culture.
Hmm.
So right, so we study the pros a lot. We also studied how can an amateur become professional without shorekai, right?
Yes.
So we thought of a possibility that a Vietnamese national can become a pro. And we think that after several discussions, we concluded with that being far away, maybe 20, 30 years, maybe never.
Mm.
But I think the gap between amateurs in general, like even the amateurs in Japan, with the pros are closing down, even like rather slowly, but they are closing down. And I mean, I think that's a good thing. uh, mm, uh, Not really like, I think it's a good thing that the amateurs can keep up with the pros, and some even became pros. We
Yes.
have Koyama Reo, the most recent one, right? But I think it's also a great thing that the pros are somewhat separated from the rest, like gives them some competition. And the pros, because you are pro, you're guaranteed a job with salary, with all these benefits, you sign the contract. I think it's good for for the pro scenes to have such privilege, so that people can look up to, and then try
Yeah.
their best to reach that. But yeah, I don't think the gap should be so far away. And I think it's a really good thing that amateurs are catching up on the pros level. And I really hope for in the future, like foreign nationality professional players, especially Vietnam. Yes.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'm really big fan of Carolina Fortin as well.
Yeah.
She's I mean, it's a real pleasure. It's a real honor that we got to join the Shogi Harbor, and we got to like talk to her personally. We got to ask her for experience for popularizing Shogi. She's like a great friend of us now. Like also we think, but
Yeah.
we're still like really a big fan of Carolina, and we hope she continues to promote shogi in the future. It was kind of a shame that she retired from pro play so early, but I think everyone has their own reasons. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's a great time. We're alive at the time where we have access to the only shogi professional outside Japan, and
Yes.
it is quite an honor. And we need to make use of it while it's there.
Of course. Yes.
What do you think of in terms of growth? The ability to maybe have Western or non-Japanese professionals with as engines are getting better. Like, do you feel that that is something that's going to help accelerate that growth, or
Mm.
is it something else? Do we still need Japanese language skills to read and speak?
そうですね。So
So
I
fascinating.
kind of so my opinion on this is that engine can help, but not with everything.
Hmm.
So because shogi is more than a game, it's a cultural thing where you must respect the culture before you can enter the game's world. So I think it's still necessary. I mean, like in the future someone may produce like a lot of English shogi materials, and I think that's a good thing. Now we have Ishikawa sensei with a lot of more people like making English shogi content.
Hmm.
I really appreciate that, but I hope that someone who comes to shogi better know a little bit of Japanese. If like, I mean, just a little bit is enough, like enough for you to respect the culture when you come to it. So that's the cultural side of things. The professional side of things, I think you would still need that Japanese knowledge, like I mean, knowledge from the Japanese pros, because there's so little English shogi materials. But
Sure.
I think as a game, shogi can stand alone. It is not dependent on Japanese material. People can get to that knowledge and become closer to the professional. I think that's a good thing, and I really want that thing to happen in the future. I think a part of why shogi is not that popular yet, or is the like there's been no Western professional yet, is that like it's rather closed in its own world of Japan. Like I mean, the Japan Shogi Association, I think they do have the intention to spread shogi overseas, but they don't really have the motivation to. Like, I mean, some people we've seen in the past. I've read stories about Murayama Satoshi. I heard about Habu's sayings. I heard of his efforts while spreading shogi overseas. We met Kobayashi Kenji with the tournaments in Vietnam and in Southeast Asia nowadays. I think while they want shogi to be spreaded overseas, they are not making enough efforts. And I don't blame Habu actually. Habu was the president of the last term, right? But
Hmm.
I mean, he alone can do nothing without the support of the people there. And I think some Japanese people can get quite conservative on this. Me, like, I mean, I'm a little bit conservative as well, but I think the game should be spread overseas. I think some Western people should become professional shogi players, but I think along with that, we need to preserve the cultural side of things. We need to, like, I mean, we introduce shogi to people. We need to along with the game, we need to introduce the culture, and we need to make people respect that culture. So
Yeah.
because it's
Well
more
said. Very well said. I think that's the balance where like you, I think they want to grow the game, but the game also they want to protect the game. You know,
yeah, like
it's
it's
not
important.
growth at all costs. What do you think about? I guess I guess first I'll ask: do you speak Japanese?
A little
Speak.
bit. I'm studying Japanese. I'm at like N4 level, but I don't
Hmm,
really have the time to study nowadays. But I really want to study more Japanese after I graduated.
okay,
Yeah.
because a lot of the material that you have is in Japanese and Vietnamese that I can see. Yeah, is it what is I've sometimes wondered when I see a tweet or like things like that, and I think I wonder why you're going after the Japanese market, but you don't go after, say, the English language market. You know, because Japanese people have Japanese shogi to pay attention to. You know, why
Yeah.
would they be interested in Vietnamese shogi? But English language people would love to see what you all are doing. So, yeah.
That's the part that I was getting to actually. Like I mean, I was getting to in previous talks, but I somehow forgot about it. So it's a pretty long story, but I'll
Hmm,
tell you from the beginning.
okay.
uh During our first days, and like, I mean, I was creating all the social media stuff for the club. I made a Facebook page in Vietnamese, right? That's our main channel. We made a mm, Twitter page in English. So we ran the Vietnamese and English channels. At first I tried to incorporate the three main languages, the Vietnamese, English, and Japanese, into one post. But I soon realized that I can't do that for long, because some contents you just can't do that with some form
Yeah.
contents. So I decided to make a separate English channel, like the Twitter account, because I was in Shogi Harbor by then, and I realized that many people would be interested. But over time, it doesn't attract much. Well, I mean, after a while, I also set up a Japanese channel. Like the Japanese Twitter account, right? And it also, like, not a lot of people paid attention to it. Yeah. So it was the same, like, kind of the same between the English and the Japanese
Mm.
channel, until the 2023 Kisesen game in Da Nang. You remember about that, right? So
No.
uh, in 2023, to commemorate the 50 years of diplomatic relation between Vietnam and Japan, they decided to host the first game in the Kisesen best of
Ah,
five
yes.
in Da Nang, Vietnam. So it's a really beautiful beach city. Yeah. So Fuji Sota and Sasaki Daiichi would go there and play the first game of the Kisei series there. And so we decided that this is the time, this is the chance that we get the attention from the Japan Shogi Association. Like, uh, prior to that point, I read about the JSA's, like, foreign branch application. I tried to make the application. I asked the guys, we have a committee, we have to vote and everything, and they say that, maybe now's not the time for it. But in 2023, we know that is the time.
Mm.
We decided to pack up and go to Da Nang to actually watch the game, because no better chance of watching the game. Like, not every one of us can afford to go to Japan, but uh, we can definitely afford to go to Da Nang
Yes.
and watch the games. Yeah, we came there. We were very, like, red, uh, happy clothes. Uh, but prior to that, somehow some Japanese people knew about the club. Maybe they read the Twitter, and then some Japanese TV station came over to our meeting venue to interview us about shogi, because they were going to host a game in Vietnam, right? They investigate how shogi is doing in Vietnam, and they
Yeah.
realize, oh, they play Shanchi. But then they found out about us, and then they interviewed us, and we got on Japanese television, and people came to Twitter to search about us, and then suddenly the Japanese channel blew up.
Awesome. Awesome.
So we decided to record our little moments of the trip to Da Nang, post it on Twitter, see how they react, and say they seem to enjoy it very much. Like, they are really excited at the fact that foreign people care about their game, their art, their culture.
Yeah.
Because shogi, I don't think shogi get that enough attention to the club. Sorry, to in overseas, right? Like, shogi don't get that enough attention overseas, so they're
Yeah.
really excited to see that there's a bunch of people, like bunch of shogi fans. They know about the professionals. They came there just to watch the games. They have happies and everything.
Yeah.
They uh, present the presents to the pros and whatnot. Like I think that after that, like I mean the Japanese channel was doing so well. We went from 200 followers to 700 followers overnight.
Oh, wow.
So but it only reached like 1000 follower in the beginning of 2025, so it rise up rather slowly, but that's the turning point when I kind of decided to abandon the English channel altogether. I'm sorry. I'm so
That's
sorry.
amazing. It's amazing, but also kind of sad to me,
Yeah, it is.
because it matches my limited experience here with my streaming, where I started in December of 2023. I thought the English language kind of Westerner base would grow. The Westerner base, it has grown, but the Japanese viewers are now the majority of my viewers on YouTube. And
Mhm.
so it was surprising to me that, like, it's hard to get the English language people's support, but the Japanese viewers are very happy to see foreign players playing their game and enjoying the game, and hopefully respecting the culture. And
Yeah,
so your experiences are sort of matching mine.
yeah.
I don't know what to do with that information now, but
I mean, because like I do all the publications. I have one person supporting me nowadays, but back in the day I do all everything myself. So part of the reason is also like I don't really have enough like I can't really invest my resource into making, I mean, even though English flows more naturally from my brain. I studied English since the elementary school. I got like IELTS and everything.
hmm,
But like I can easily make things in English, but I can't seem to like dedicate my effort into it anymore because of like, I mean, we have this big audience in Japan, like not that big,
yeah,
but big enough
understandable. Yeah,
to try for. I mean, like, what better, form of communication than like to let the Japanese people know that we playing the Japanese game, and then maybe they'll support us back, maybe they give us
yeah,
money or something. I mean, that's probably like, that can really well be the case. And then afterwards, we got contacted by the ISPS, the International Shogi Popularization Society,
oh, I
and
haven't
then
heard of that.
yeah, like that's like a Japanese organization trying to help shogi overseas,
Ah,
and they sent a representative here. He met with us, he talked with us, and he invited us to dinner at the hotel.
yeah,
Very nice. And then he like sponsored it with not money, but some several fans, several shikishi, several shogi sets
mm,
for our tournament. Back then it was the IST qualifiers. That's why we put the ISPS in the sponsors list. So basically they gave us many valuable stuff, like, I mean, the shikishi of pro players, right? Like the autographies, they cost like tens of thousands of yen nowadays, right? So really appreciate them. Like
amazing.
recently they even gave us like a set of carved pieces, like horikoma. Yeah, very valuable. We used them in our third major title match, actually. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Wow. Just hearing you speak about this, I am so excited for you all. I'm so excited for you all. I'm a fan. So I was already a fan of what you all are doing, but now I'm a real fan because, like, this is incredible. I hope this works out and continues to grow, and that maybe some of us can take this as a model. I don't know, but I'm really excited by that kind of talk. But I have to ask,
Yeah.
Is it something cultural with Vietnamese that allows this? But how do you get over the pieces? How do you get over the pieces having kanji? How do you get over it not being sort of an internationalized game? Like, how is that not a problem for you, or is it?
I mean, I also was going to talk about this. I was hoping that you asked about this. So in Vietnam, I would say that things are a bit easier on our side because the following reasons. First, we used to use kanji as
Okay,
our official script. That's history part. Like everyone knows that, right? And not everyone, but like, it's common knowledge that
but a
we
long time ago,
yes, a long time
like
ago. Yeah,
not in your lifetime.
yeah. Like I mean, in 1945, we virtually abolished the
Hmm.
kanji, and we use Latin characters now. Right? We still use kanji though, like for religious context, for cultural stuff, and many people studied it. Like I mean, very niche, but still a bunch of people studied it. Okay, so the influence of the sinosphere is still within our language until now. Many words are based off of like ancient Chinese or something. So I mean, the characters are not there, but the words are still there.
Okay.
uh, Along with it is some sort of culture. Sanchi is one of them. I mean, one of the reasons why Sanchi is played so much because we used to have that big influence from China, right? We don't have our own game as per like Chaturanga descendants. Chinese have Sanchi, the Koreans have Janki,
Hmm.
Japanese have Shogi, but then Vietnam's like an outcast. They
Okay.
don't have, we don't have our own game. We play Sanchi. And the thing is, many people played Sanchi before and they recognize some of the same characters in shogi. We have the character for chariot,
Hmm.
the ta, right? We have the character for horse, like the uma, the
Yep.
kema, right?
Yep.
The ma in
Uma.
kema. We have the like general, like show, right? In Sanji is like the king, right? We have the pawn with the Fuhyo, the Hyo in Fuhyo, the soldier
Hmm.
character, right? It's very similar. People have that connection. Some people, only some people who play Shang-Chi has that connection, and they have an easier time studying the pieces. That's one thing, right? I have to say some people study Chinese and Japanese as well. So I mean, Chinese and Japanese is I think a little bit bigger in Vietnam than in the West because we are close to those countries. Some people want to go there to study. Some people want to go there to work, and so some people studied it. And I mean, the influence of like K-pop and like
Yeah.
Japanese culture, manga, and recently Chinese culture, Chinese music, Chinese novels. Many people study Chinese. Some people like recognize the letters, the characters, but in general, the Latin characters have entered so deeply into our language that I mean it became the default since 1945 and it's been there ever since. Many people don't know what the Chinese characters. Many people like don't study it altogether. So we have the same problem
Mm.
as the West. That is people are intimidated by the kanji, and that's why we were able to learn a lot from the West on how to introduce the kanji pieces to people. We this I think this might be the club policy, but I don't use internationalized pieces as in chess shape pieces.
Yes.
We don't use that because it will like I mean it will just abolish every cultural element there is in shogi. But
Yes.
what we do use is that you know about the kumon set from Japan,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
a couple of those.
yeah, we use that, and we also use the shogi.cz set from Czech, right?
Yes.
I have one set of those. I got sent the shogi CZ people sent me
Hmm.
because I helped them translating the shogi rules into Vietnamese. They had one translating into Vietnamese. A Vietnamese community is pretty big in Czech.
Oh.
So they made a Vietnamese version of the rules, but they got like a Vietnamese person who's not been in the country for 40 years, and she wrote like broken Vietnamese. So
Mm.
I read it and I was like, no, this is not the Vietnamese that we're using. So I offered the help. They appreciated me. They kind of calculated the rate, and I asked them, instead of money, can you send us some of your items? I kind of want a shogi clock
Ah,
and komadai. So they sent me the clock, the komadai, and they sent me a bonus a shogi CZ set,
nice.
so we can use. So that's what we are also using. I think the shogi CZ did a really good job of keeping it hybrid. Like they're still very traditional. They're using kanji, but they are still very beginner friendly in a very elegant way.
Yes.
It's not too chunky like the Kumon set. It still keep the same piece size, but it's still like very friendly to the new players. I think that's
Yeah,
a really
totally agree. Yeah, I think you have to have that kanji. It does a
yeah.
great job of keeping the kanji there. It lets you see the movement. I also like the ones that are sort of like that, where it's a middle. I like the mix almost between the Kumon and the Shogi.cz, where you have the single character kanji in the center and then dots in the corners.
Surrounding,
Yeah, I
yeah,
like right
that's
now.
my
I think I'm
favorite.
currently liking those most.
Yeah, I like that. They have that in Lee Shogi, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think there's another design that you must check out. It's like from the Kuroki Goishiten.
Oh, okay.
The one with the gold colored gold and the silver colored silver. You know that
Oh,
one?
I haven't seen that. I'll have to check their site out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you after the podcast,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it's really interesting, the design. Like it really intrigues me, and like it's made by Japanese people, for God's
Yeah.
sake. Like really really show how their creativity is in
That's a
another
dangerous site for me though. When I go to their site and I see all that equipment, it's very difficult not to go away without
yes.
spending money. It's tough.
I I
Yeah.
actually bought a board. Like I mean, the title match board for our title matches. That's my stuff that
Mm.
I lend the club, but like I practically let them use it. Like I like donate it for the club
That's
out of
one
my
of the things I just love about shogi culture is some of that real nice equipment. I just love it. So when I see photos, I'm loving it because I'm it's like I'm living there. I'm there through your photos, seeing this great equipment, and it's really great. Well, I want to respect your time here. It is late there. It's past
Yeah, I
midnight.
mean, I'm still good. Like we can talk more. Like
Okay,
if you want.
is there a subject that you want to talk about that we haven't discussed?
Mm, well, I mean, I thought of a lot of things in
Yeah,
shogi, but
that's what as the clock has been ticking up. I've been realizing, boy, there's so many things I still want to talk about.
yeah, of
Maybe
course,
maybe it'll have to be another day. But
a sequel.
like, cause we've barely talked about your journey into shogi, and that's something that I want to hear more of. But I don't want to just have it be a short little thing. Uh,
Yeah, I think we need to dig deeper in that subject another time,
yeah.
because yeah, I think what I kind of want to talk about now is like shogi popularization in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw the shogi apps, like when I mentioned Lee Shogi, like it's the debate again, like which side is better, Lee
Yes.
Shogi or 81 Dojo or something else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of about my capstone project in university actually, which I should be doing right now. I'm making like the designs for a shogi app, which gonna combine the strengths and mitigate the weaknesses of both the Lee Shogi
Oh,
and Dojo. I hope I hope it can become a real thing in the future, but for now, for my graduation, I think I just do the design for now.
okay. Oh, incredible. What just any particular highlights of differences? Or and no, I don't want you to spoil. I don't want you to give up your secrets. But I'm excited. I love to see just more development going into the field. I think Lee Shogi is a nice piece of software. It has some I think glaring deficiencies, but it also has fewer players. Shogi
Mhm.
Wars has all the players, but it has its issues, and yeah, it's real tough as a shogi player whenever a beginner or someone else asks where should I play shogi online. It's way more nuanced than it needs to be.
Yeah,
In chess, it's an easy answer. Either one of the two, it's just easy. But
giants. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm. I mean, it does get hard to choose, but like I mean, in Vietnam and I think outside Japan, would boil down to the three of like Shogi Wars, 81 Dojo, and Lee Shogi.
yeah,
I think I mean, Shogi Wars just got popular recently in Vietnam in our community,
okay,
but I mean, before it was gonna be like 81 Dojo and Lee Shogi. But I mean, shogi wars are mainly for like fast matches, and
yeah,
I mean, outside of the 10 seconds, they don't really have Byoyomi, which is really not ideal for
exactly,
tournaments and like
yeah.
for new players. So I mean, let's just get shogi wars out of the picture. I do play on it a lot
It's
though,
got all
but
the players. It's like it's got matchmaking. You just play, you click the button, and you get matches against people at your level. It's hard to beat
that's really
that for
nice.
me, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, 81 Dojo has auto pairing, but I don't use it a lot until recently.
hmm,
When I discovered about it, I use it all the time now. But still, I mean, Tag, the top Vietnamese player, the representative, yeah, Tag, he kind of told me one day that he prefers 81 over Lishogi because of that authority. Like, I mean, we are both design students, and he praised Lee Shogi on its design. It's very minimalistic, it's
yeah,
very clean, but he thinks it's too clean, like
mm,
too clean to the point that you would think that, oh, you don't have that many strong players on this
yeah.
platform. Like when you go to 81 Dojo, you see the depth of shogi culture, because like I mean,
It's authentic. Yeah,
we watch Hidechi for a long time, and we understand his vision with 81 Dojo. I think Kawasaki-san, he really trying to incorporate like that attention to detail to everything there is of the shogi aspect, from the tatami background, from the sound of the
the
pieces gonna be
sound.
different relative to the position or the size of the pieces,
Yeah, the
the trans-
Byoyomi counting. Yeah,
yeah, that attention to detail. I think that's what makes 81 so compelling to use, and that's why it has so many players. It doesn't have many strong players per se, like in, you know, Shogi Club 24, right?
sure.
Shogi, like full of strong
Yeah,
players. I mean, internationally wise, I still think 81 is the best platform, but it is an old piece of software and it needs big refurbishment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, the Hidechi's been leaving it there for some time now. We can't really contact Hidechi. I think Hidechi had his period of, you know, um, uh,
influence.
fire of
Yeah.
like of that effort of that enthusiasm. I was trying to find the word, sorry.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm inside him with shogi, with all the stuff, 81 dojo, shogi hub. Now shogi hub just died,
Hmm.
and 81 dojo still there. It's too big to die, but
Yeah.
still he like kind of neglected it for some time now. I think some people still run it, and like I mean, the 81 dojo account registration is getting tighter these days. They only accept manual,
Yeah.
manual verification, and they don't allow guest mode anymore.
Yeah. I was a big user of the guests. Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to, when I would spectate games in another room, I would just bring up a guest and
yeah,
spectate. Just
yeah.
can't
I
do
mean,
that.
uh, can't do that anymore these days. But I mean, if that's for the better, then that's what it is. But still, I like it's a shame that 81 doesn't get the treatment it deserves. I really would
Agreed.
like. I mean, the capstone project is actually from stemmed from my own desire to redesign 81 dojo. And then I realized that Lishogi also has these good things. Like I mean, and I've been using chess.com forever, and like I realized that chess.com also has these really nice things I can incorporate. So I just decided to build a new app altogether, just
Yeah.
not redesigning 81. So I mean, 81 is its own thing, but I have to make my own thing in order to graduate
Yeah.
university, but still make it like a contribution to the shogi community. I really love to turn it into reality one day after I graduated.
I hope you
Yes.
do. I hope you do. Good luck. Good luck. All right. Well, where I guess in closing here, where can people find you online and more information about the Vietnam Shogi Club? I'll provide all the links
Yeah.
in the
So,
show notes.
I mean, I wouldn't tell you the way to connect with me personally. Like, I mean, Facebook profile. I mean, it is kind of big. It's not that big now, still, but you can find me through the club. Well, of course, go to facebook.com/Vietnam Shogi Club, and almost every time I'll be there to answer your questions. And then if you want to see me personally, you can go on Discord,
Mhm.
on the Shogi Harbor server. So I mean, from time to time, I'll post in the Shogi promotion channel, and you would probably see me posting like match notifications and everything. So you can connect with me there.
Yeah, I will be following. Well, thank you so much. This has been a joy for me. I have loved this conversation. We like I said, I think we have to talk again. There's so many more things that we have to touch
Yeah,
on,
definitely.
and the time just flew by. So
Yeah,
thank you so much. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoy this episode. Yeah, like I think I've said before, I hope you enjoy watching this episode half as much as I enjoyed recording this one. So, Trung, thank you so much again. Good luck to you. Good luck to the club, and have a great day.
yeah. Thank you, Frank, for the
Thank you.
opportunity.
Bye.
Goodbye.